take a look at this screenshot of my horror game. Now this might not be one of the best looking games you've ever seen, but something should have caught your eye as a Godot user here. Yeah, you see that? Mount sliding. Now sure, Godot 4 has SSIL, SDFGI, and the upcoming HDDAGI or something, but I want you to keep in mind, this is Godot 3. You might also say, gear probes and backlight maps can do that and stuff like that. I want you to also keep in mind that every light here is dynamic and I didn't do any baking. So how did I do this? It's pretty complicated. Godot 3 natively does not have SSIL or SSGI or any similar effects, so this is done with a shader. But what shader, you ask? I was doing like 5 billion Google searches. It didn't really end well cause most of the results were for Godot 4, but I stumbled across this GitHub page where it has this SSGI shader by Martin or something. The GitHub page doesn't have an image or a screenshot of the SSGI, but I stumbled across a video of the creator like showcasing this effect, so yeah, that's pretty cool. But it had a problem. I don't have the footage of it right now, but the shader has a bug where looking at the sky makes everything just so bright, like the objects are so bright. Okay, so I'm here on the Godot engine right now, and as you can see, this is the SSGI shader itself, and it is actually assigned to a plane mesh right here, a quad mesh actually. Since this is a spatial shader, it has access to the depth texture, which is pretty needed on these kinds of shaders. So this was the fix that I did for the sky problem I mentioned earlier, and I'm gonna pop out a test scene right here, which is basically just a Cornell box test, if that makes sense. And as you can see, when I turn on the SSGI, you can see that this unlit side of the box is being illuminated by this green wall. It's pretty cool. And yeah, the problem of this shader is that it's not really that accurate. Like you can see right here, the lighting is jumping around, as you can see right here, but it's better than nothing and still looks pretty regardless. So as you can see right here, so this red wall is giving off light to this unlit side of the box, and yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see this in game. I'm here on a test map for the SSGI right now, and as you can see, this emissive object is actually giving off light. It's pretty cool, and yeah, this is being lit entirely by the SSGI. There's a problem with this SSGI where it's pretty noisy actually, but the noise is actually needed for the SSGI to be more smoother, if that makes sense. So yeah, without the noise, the SSGI is very jumpy. As you can see right here, these spears are casting off light from the sun, if you even call that a sun, and that's pretty cool. And yeah, and as you can see right here, the blue spear is actually getting light from the violet or pink spear. That's pretty cool. Now yeah, I'm gonna turn on something over here, which is basically just a fire effect. As you can see, this is being lit entirely by the SSGI. So no omni-lights here, it's just the particles. So when I toggle the bounce lighting, as you can see, there's nothing. You can see nothing. Again, it's pretty noisy when the object is very bright, but the game doesn't have that much bright areas. Majority of the lights in this game are basically just these flashlights, so as you can see, it's actually illuminating the ceiling, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The video that you're gonna see is basically just a showcase of how this effect looks like in game. I need a code for this door. It's locked with a code. I need to find the key for this door.